9,575 days after Sushma Swaraj resigned as Delhi BJP Chief Minister, the Bharatiya Janata Party all set to pick its new and 14th Chief Minister. After Biren Singh stepped down, the BJP now has 14 CMs. The 14th CM is just about to be announced. This has been a long time in the coming from the perspective of the Bharatiya Janata Party. These images you see are from the BJP state headquarters. They are chanting slogans of Modi, Modi as the central observers meet with leaders from the Delhi BJP, many of them newly minted MLAs. The local MPs there as well. That's Jay Panda being felicitated by Virendra Sachdev, the state BJP president, on whose watch the BJP managed to do what many a state BJP chief could not before him. They've had deliberations internally. There's huge drama and excitement, in particular after the selection of Vishnu Diosai, the choice of Bhajan Lal Sharma in Rajasthan, Mohan Yadav. Who is going to be the next Bhajan Lal Sharma? Each of those MLAs on your screen right now, all 48 of them, and the 7 MPs might be thinking, kya mera number aayega? And remember, when Bhupender Patel was chosen as Chief Minister of Gujarat, he was a first-time MLA sitting right at the end. So as you see those images on your screen right now, every single one of them probabilistically has a reasonable chance of becoming the next and the 14th Chief Minister of a BJP-ruled state. That's Satish Upadhyay. Some of them deliberately chosen to sit at the back. That Laksi, and then lots of these totkas, which politicians have, very superstitious bunch. These oftentimes, and we saw that with Bhupender Patel in particular, he was sitting on the last bench. This is Sushma Swaraj's daughter, Basuri. Remember, the BJP hasn't got a single woman chief minister, so there is that angle as well. Can there this time be a woman chief minister? Now, in the states around Delhi, you've got a Brahman, you've got a Yadav, you've got a Saini. Caste configuration already says a lot. And body language, that's body language. Look at Parvesh Verma's body language. That's not looking like the body language of somebody who's seeming very confident. See Vijender Gupta, the man who probably has a record for how many times he's been tossed out of the assembly by the marshals under Kejriwal's watch. He's looking all charged up. Parvesh Verma is looking very sober and somber. He's not looking as if he's got information about becoming chief minister, or maybe he's just trying to play it cool. We don't know. What we'll do over the next couple of hours is give you a ringside account of what's happening at the state BJP headquarters. This is a day the Bharatiya Janata Party and its legion of supporters have been waiting for a very long time. Akshita Nandgopal joins me. She's at the BJP headquarters. Akshita, it was 9,575 days ago. In politics, that is an eternity, 27 years, that the BJP last had Sushma Swaraj as its chief minister. We're just about to find out who's going to be the next chief minister. What are you picking up from within the BJP headquarters, Akshita?
Well, the dole has been going on, irrespective of whether the announcement is out or not. What I've been noticing here, Rahul, is that there's a man of a minute. Every minute, there's a new name that's announced, and then everyone cheers around here. Let me just show you what's happening right now, by the way. The man of the minute is Vijender Gupta. So there are chants of Vijender Gupta ki jai ho, and then there's dancing, and there's dole, and everyone's singing along. So there's a very celebratory atmosphere here. But I must say that whichever name they're celebrating, it's the same amount of gusto. So it doesn't look like whoever the BJP chooses, there's going to be any sort of, differences or any sort of rebellion. The BJP cadre here are happy as long as a name emerges, as long as they have a chief minister face right now, Rahul. And you can see that anticipation is building up here. The legislative party meet is underway. We've been getting images also of all of the top leadership who are seated on stage there. Interestingly, just before this, you also had a separate pull-aside meeting in which Vijender Gupta, Satish Upadhyay and Parvesh Verma were together. And we can see this in two ways. Either it's one of these three who's the chief minister and the message is being sent across to them, or it's the three senior leaders of the Delhi BJP unit who are being informed beforehand about who the chief minister is going to be. Well, hopefully in the next few minutes we'll get answers of which of the two it actually was, this Pulisade meet. But the celebrations here continuing, one name after another emerging from there, someone whispering to another, someone putting down chits and spreading it across the entire crowd here, and then everyone erupts together. But it's all essentially just guesses at this point, Rahul.
Okay, you know what we're going to do is try not to speculate, okay? Because that's a terrible thing. You can't guess a Bhajan Lal Sharma or a Bhupinder Patel. It's a mug's game. We won't play it. But what we can do is we can look at body language. And as I want to introduce Rajat Sethi, joins us, tracks the BJP very closely. Look at those visuals of the leaders marching into the BJP state office. Vijender Gupta looks like a man possessed. He's like smiling, he's beaming, he's happy. Parvesh Sharma is looking very sober and somber. He's not looking very excited. Do you think body language is indicating kiska number aayega, Rajat?
No, I don't think so. Also on the fact that you mentioned that three leaders were pulled aside, essentially the reason for that is that one has to be a proposer, other has to be a seconder to that, and then it opens to before the legislative body of the BJP. So those are more of technicalities rather than them being taken aside and told who is the chief minister among the three of them.
But ab tak pata chal jata hai. Himanshu joins us. Himanshu tracks the Bharatiya Janata Party for us. Himanshu, kisko banwa rahe ho chief minister? Who do you think it's likely to be? Who's looking confident? Who's sounding confident? Who's seeming downcast? Himanshu. That's Satish Upadhyay. Look at that. You've got Satish Upadhyay. You've got, at the back, Ashish Sood. Vijender Gupta is accepting congratulations. He's the guy who's accepting. But that can be very dangerous. Remember, there were two instances. One of them with Nitin Patel in Gujarat. The other with Manoj Sinha in Uttar Pradesh. Both of whom indicated quite publicly that they thought they were going to be chief minister. That didn't work out well for them. Vijay Rupani became chief minister in Gujarat, and Yogi Adityanath became chief minister in Uttar Pradesh. So it's always good in the BJP to be at the last row. Himanshu Mishra now joins us. He's at the BJP headquarters. Himanshu, kisko BJP banane wali hai chief minister? Kya ho raha hai?
Thank you.
हिमांशु
देखिए राहुल, जो अभी तक हमारे पास जानकारी है उसके अनुसार जो है वो रविशंकर प्रसाद अभी जो विधायक दल की बैठक चल रही है सभी विधायकों को संबोधित कर रहे हैं, और उनके संबोधन के बाद जो है वो प्रस्ताव लाया जाएगा। कोई एक विधायक खड़ा होगा और जो मुख्यमंत्री जिनका नाम रखा जाएगा प्रस्ताव में उनको मुख्यमंत्री बनाया जाएगा। तो मुझे लगता है आपसे लगभग 5 से 10 मिनट के अंदर जो है साफ हो जाएगा कि दिल्ली का अगला मुख्यमंत्री कौन होगा। राहुल,
आप बहुत क्लोजली बीजेपी को ट्रैक करते हो सुबह से लेकर रात तक, आपको पता है कि कौन बनने वाला है चीफ मिनिस्टर कि नहीं हिमांशु?
देखिए ये बात तो मुझे लगता है राहुल किसी को नहीं मालूम है कि चीफ मिनिस्टर कौन बनने वाला नहीं बनने वाला है, क्योंकि इस बात का फैसला जो है वो प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी लेते हैं। पार्लियामेंट्री बोर्ड्स में नाम डिस्कस हुए होंगे और उसके बाद जो है जब पर्यवेक्षक आए उनको ये बताया जाएगा कि ये जो है मुख्यमंत्री होंगे, और विधायक दल के अंदर ही से एक विधायक जो है वो प्रस्ताव पड़ता है कि मैं जिनको मुख्यमंत्री बनाना है उनके नाम का प्रस्ताव रखता हूं। तो तमाम इस तरीके की जो प्रोसेस है मुझे लगता है आपसे 5-10 मिनट में साफ हो जाएगा कि मुख्यमंत्री कौन बनेगा, क्योंकि ये एक बड़ा यश प्रश्न है कि मुख्यमंत्री कौन होगा। हम सब जानते हैं मध्य प्रदेश में क्या हुआ, छत्तीसगढ़ में क्या हुआ, उड़ीसा में क्या हुआ, राजस्थान में क्या हुआ। जिन नामों को लेकर गेस किए जा रहे थे उनमें कहीं ना कहीं वो नाम नहीं हुए मुख्यमंत्री। अलग नाम जो है प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी और भारतीय जनता पार्टी की तरफ से लाया गया, क्योंकि भारतीय जनता पार्टी जो पिछले 11 सालों में बदली है, अगर आप देखेंगे 2014 के बाद से, तो वो एक फॉरवर्ड प्लानिंग करती है, एक फ्यूचर की प्लानिंग करती है और उस हिसाब से जो है अपने फैसले लेती है। तो मुझे लगता है कि दिल्ली में 27 साल बाद अगर भारतीय जनता पार्टी को जीत मिली है तो मुख्यमंत्री जिसको बनाया जाएगा वो ऐसा हो कि पूरी पार्टी और संगठन को साथ लेकर चल सके। यही भारतीय जनता पार्टी के अंदर एक ये कहे कि पुराना चला आ रहा है, परंपरा है कि पार्टी और संगठन को साथ लेके चलिए। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी हमेशा कहते हैं।
Thanks, Himanshu. I'll come back to you.
और वो नहीं चाहेंगे
once we have a clear picture on who's going to be picked. I have now 3 super sharp political voices who have covered several decades of politics in the national capital. Allow me to introduce first Prabhu Chawla. He's been editorial director with the India Today Group, very well-known former journalist. I have Pankaj Vora joining us. I have Siddharth Mishra joining us. So they've really seen the time of the likes of Madan Lal Khurana going back to V.K. Malhotra. They've seen Sahib Singh Verma. Prabhuji, I want to come to you first. Is body language a good indicator at an occasion like this of who thinks he's becoming chief minister? Because from body language, Vijinder Gupta looks most confident. Parvesh Verma is not looking quite as charged up as he was on the day of counting.
Rahul, you're right, because body language is a new term which has entered the medium recently after TV has taken over the news narrative. Body language has always been there because it's not visible because we're running a print media at that point in time. Body language in current BJP, the current politics, doesn't matter at all. That's a bravado. You can say anything, whatever. You can speculate. As your reporter rightly pointed out, nobody knows who's going to become the chief minister. He referred to parliamentary board. I have not heard of any parliament board meeting held with contest to Delhi chief minister. I have not seen any. On the BJP website, I went before coming here. I have not seen the parliamentary board meeting for any of the chief ministers in the past, so most of the chief ministers. So the tradition of parliamentary board meeting before the chief minister is elected has been given like a goodbye. Okay, we'll meet whenever we want to meet it. That's the style, that's the difference, we have to accept it. But the question is, Chief Minister of Delhi is not a news at all, the way we are looking at it, because there's no Chief Minister as such, like we define the Chief Minister in other states. In Delhi state government, the Chief Minister is just 1/4 of the Chief Minister power, which any other state does. He is just bigger than the Chief Secretary of Delhi state, which is a junior most IAS officer, sometimes happens there. So Chief Minister, who will become, yes, symbolically, he is the Chief Minister. Symbolically, he is also not a Chief Minister. So who becomes the chief minister doesn't matter because 3/4 of powers lie with the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi under the new amended act, which has been amended almost 10 times during the last 1 decade. So if you're saying chief minister, whosoever becomes, yes, he is the face of the BJP locally, because this will be the first time you see in the Indian newspaper, Delhi newspaper, there will be double engine Sankar pictures. Because there was only Kejriwal earlier appearing in the newspaper. Now you will have big Modi and a smaller chief minister there. That will the change happen in Delhi. Nothing else is going to happen because everything is decided by the Home Ministry. Traditionally, it has been decided. Only powerful chief minister, real chief minister, which had powerful. That was in 1952 when Chaudhary Brahm Prakash was the first chief minister before the reorganization of states was done in 1956. He had full power of the state like anybody else had. And Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India, felt insecure and he abolished the Chief Minister of Delhi at that point in time. There were another Chief Minister also. He remained for 1.5 years before the act came into picture. And after that, there have been Chief Executive Council. There were Chief Minister or Lieutenant Governor who were running it. So I would say the Chief Minister, yes, it's a big news because Delhi is the center and Modi tried his best because that was the only state where he could not find a chehra. He can say double engine ki sarkar. Whoever becomes the chief minister, he will report to the home minister, which is normally done. You have Sheila Dikshit, she was there for 15 years, but she had good relation with the prime minister, therefore she could do good thing. But in the chief executive council, which was brought in 1967, at that point in time, Vijay Kumar Malhotra was the chief executive councillor. He had no power. He was just advisor to the lieutenant governor. But the combination of lieutenant governor, who was the ICS officer at that time, Mr. Jha, and Jagmohan, who was the deputy vice chairman of the DDA, and Vijay Kumar Malhotra, it was the troika which brought the Delhi some beauty in fact. Even the Jamuna was clean. There were fountains in front of Jamuna at that time. So it depends on how you coordinate between various authorities. So what you're saying, yes, body language is very important. It gives you a car, it gives you a Tiranga Janda, it gives you an office, it gives you a bungalow, but not the chief minister's power.
Rajat is on lots of BJP groups. He's getting some information. Batao kya khabar hai, Rajat?
I mean, people are saying...
Who are these people?
Again, see, all of this is with a big star mark. It's Rekha Gupta as a face which at least several chatters who are claiming to be from within the group. Again,
remember, they asked for all the MLAs to leave their phones out. So this is all urti.
Yeah.
You can believe that. But let me go across to Pankaj Vora. You've seen Delhi politics for a long time. The fact that a woman is being spoken of, if you go through the list of chief ministers that the BJP has, they don't have a woman. So Pema Khandu, Arunachal Pradesh, Hemanta Biswa Sarma, Assam, Vishnu Diosai, Chhattisgarh, Pramod Sawant, Goa, Bhupender Bhai Patel, Gujarat, Nayab Singh Saini, Haryana, Mohan Yadav, Madhya Pradesh, Devendra Fadnavis, Maharashtra, Mohan Maji in Odisha, Bhajan Lal Sharma in Rajasthan, Manik Saha in Tripura, Yogi Adityanath in Uttar Pradesh, Pushkar Dhami in Uttarakhand. So there is no woman there. 14 CMs And if there's no woman, that is a big question. Pankaj Bora.
Well, regardless of the gender, whoever is chosen by the central leadership of the Bharatiya Janata Party has to keep one thing in mind, that he or she has to perform. There can be a woman chief minister, there can be a man at the helm of affairs, but there's a farcical dimension to the Delhi, chief minister's position, because as Prabhu was mentioning, regardless again of whoever becomes the chief minister, the real powers lie with the center. It has been a long-standing demand of the BJP, which, was put in some sort of suspended animation during the last 10-15 years, that, Delhi should have had full statehood. That used to be a part of BJP's manifesto, but it is not there any longer. And so BJP is not rooting for full statehood for Delhi, because basic premise or assumption for full statehood was that Delhi has bigger population, larger population than many other states. So why can't Delhi have the right for self-determination? And this arrangement would end the multiplicity of authority. Having said that, there have been some very good performing chief ministers and chief executive councillors Delhi has had. For instance, Vijay Kumar.
Rekha Gupta is a 3 times MLA from the Shalimar Bagh constituency. She won in this election by beating Bandana Kumari of the Aam Aadmi Party by 29,595 votes. She's been councillor from Shalimar Bagh as well. In the last mayor elections, she lost to Shelley Oberoi of the Aam Aadmi Party by just 34 votes, who went on to become then the mayor of Delhi. So she was born in Jind in Haryana, and she grew up in North Delhi. She's been in the Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad. She became General Secretary. She's been President of the Delhi University Students' Union between 1996 and 1997. She joined the BJP in 2002 as a General Secretary and was in the party's youth wing. She will be the first BJP woman Chief Minister since Vasundhara Raje stepped down, and currently she will be the only woman Chief Minister. Rajat Singh.
Yes, so the sources are actually right. See, there are 2-3 things which went in her favor and tipped the balance towards her. Of course, she's a woman face, and BJP desperately needed a woman face, especially because they have promised so much for the woman voter segment through reservations and all, that not having a CM face who is a woman doesn't, it's not that walk the talk that BJP ideally wants to see. That is one. Second thing is, look at the shrill attacks that BJP's government is going to face from the Aam Aadmi Party, and in all likelihood led by Atishi Marlena. So in order to win that battle...
Those are visuals from the residence of Rekha Gupta, Delhi's new Chief Minister, on your screen. Now there is firecrackers. They can call the firecrackers from the residence of some of the other leaders. They may have stocked up on some firecrackers as well. But as of now, it's party time. It's party time for Rekha Gupta. She's been councillor from Shalimar Bagh. She was the leading female face of the BJP in Delhi and won by a pretty big margin, 29,595 votes. And the first, and she's got strong RSS connections, strong ABVP connections. Let me get a quick word in from Prabhu Chawla first. Prabhuji, Rekha Gupta becoming Delhi's new Chief Minister. Your first takeaway.
You see, interesting thing is, you must see out of the 18 chief minister, 14 BJP chief minister, I think 10 of them are from ABVP. If you look at the background of their ABVP, because I was connected earlier with the ABVP, I know most of the people have been chosen because Mr. Modi has good connection with the ABVP when he was Pracharak in Delhi. So I would say that ABVP was to, because all the leaders come from the student community. Class of 70, which produced leaders like Arun Jaitley, etc. They were the people at that time from ABVP, even Dharmendra Prasad in the ABVP, after the cabinet is from the ABVP. So what I see is that Modi looks after potential candidates of the future, as somebody pointed out with you. So Rekha Gupta was a councillor, yeah, I know her very well. Because she was a councillor and she lost twice, I think, in MLA. And she was the only woman affairs who had experience. So one is the trading committee. For a long time, BJP was dependent on trading committee for a long time. But they were losing out on trading committee. There was the Punjabi then trading, originally the BJP or Janasangh would call it. They were comprising of basically Baniyas and Punjabi refugees from Pakistan. Now it was that Purvanchal Pradesh who was dominating the narrative for the last 2-3 years, and the entire TV channel and everything was talking about the Purvanchal. So I think it is a good thing they have done it. They chosen a woman who has been a trusted worker of the ABUP and connection with the RSS. But as I told you, she will be guided by the Home Minister, and she will be BK Saxena, for example, also comes from Gujarat. He belongs to Singhania Group. He was working for them. He was in Ahmedabad working for an NGO for the last 20 years. He came back as the Khadi Commission chairman. He is very well trusted by both the Prime Minister and Home Minister. So it will be a combination of Saxena and Gupta who will run the state government. It's a good choice because one of the workers has become the chief minister.
Sure.
That has been the slogan of the Prime Minister Modi.
I want to go across to the BJP headquarters. Akshita Nandgopal joins us as the BJP announces a woman chief minister for the national capital, and about time, I say. It's too many men, 13 men, and finally a woman joining the gang of chief ministers of the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Well, Rahul, I'm the only woman here, which is why you can see that there isn't much celebrations happening. Very muted right now because people are still digesting the news that Rekha Gupta is the Chief Minister of Delhi, is going to be sworn in as the Chief Minister. But, of course, first time MLA. So, just with that, a message being sent across that the BJP wanted a woman at their head. If you look at the list of the Chief Ministers that they have across the country, there isn't a single woman. And for a party that, speaks about Nari Shakti, that's not the best image. But let's also get you a reaction. Pradeep Bhandari here. Pradeep, good evening. Rekha Gupta is the Chief Minister. Why?
Well, your team is inside. You can go and see there's absolute jubilation inside. People of Delhi are very, very happy. Yes, but outside and inside, both people of Delhi are very, very happy.
Why Rekha Gupta?
Well, people of Delhi are extremely happy. They've got the Chief Minister they deserved.
Thank you very much. So Pradeep Bhandari saying she's Chief Minister that the people of Delhi deserve. We'll continue getting you more reactions from inside, Rahul. All of the leaders now trickling out with the Legislative Party meet coming to an end. Next, you'll see Rekha Gupta accompanied by the senior Delhi BJP leadership, all headed to the Lieutenant Governor and officially staking claim to form the government, paving the way, of course, for that grand oath taking tomorrow.
Rekha Gupta it is. And how politics turns. Siddharth Mishra, that is always fascinating. She lost the mayor election, the Delhi mayor elections, to Shaili Oberoi by 34 votes. From there, she wins this MLA election, and lo and behold, she's the new chief minister. She's done with the likes of Kiran Bedi, Satish Upadhyay, Manoj Tiwari, and several others couldn't. Rekha Gupta has managed to do that. Luck. Being at the right place at the right time has so much to do with political fortune.
There had to be a chief minister from either from Vaishya community or from Punjabi community this time. These two communities had not been voting for BJP in the past elections, and in this election, out of the 35 seats that they dominate, 29 seats were won by BJP. So BJP had to give a reward to them. And what
Okay, there she is. The woman of the moment. The woman of the match. You can see some glum faces, but that's inevitable. You'll win some, you'll lose some. The big story tonight, Rekha Gupta is Delhi's new chief minister. Born in Haryana, grew up in New Delhi, in North Delhi. She has been with the student wing of the Bharatiya Janata Party, the Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad. She's been General Secretary, President, okay, that's Harish Khurana. Let's listen to what he's saying. She's been President of the Delhi University Students' Union in 96, 97. Let's listen to Harish, okay, the signal is bad, it's coming, it's going.
दिल्ली के अंदर भारतीय जनता पार्टी को जिसने वोट दिया, उन सबके लिए सम्मान की बात है, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के सम्मान की बात है, और दिल्ली के सम्मान की बात है, विकास करेगी।
दिल्ली की महिला को मुख्यमंत्री देखिए, महिला सम्मान सबसे बड़ा प्रायोरिटी है भाजपा का। रेखा गुप्ता को विधायक दल का नेता बनने की, दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री पद पे बैठने की बहुत बहुत बधाई।
To Anmol Bali, he's at the residence of Rekha Gupta's house. I'm sure there'll be lots of laddus. Oh, there they are, the laddus. They're out there. Anmol Bali, I hope you're getting some of the laddus as well as the Gupta friends and family get set to celebrate. It's going to be a long party tonight.
Rahul, I have just tasted the Kaju Barfi, and as you can see here in the visuals, the Kaju Barfi is out, and relatives and as well as local supporters have started pouring here because Rekha Gupta is now Chief Minister of the National Capital. She will be the fourth Chief Minister. The Jeend girl who came to Delhi with his father is now CM of Delhi. I'll be talking to some of her relatives. तो क्या कहना चाहेंगे सर? बड़ी मान की बात है, आपके रिश्तेदार जो है मुख्यमंत्री बन गए।
जी, बहुत खुशी का विषय है जी। इससे ज्यादा मान सम्मान की बात किसी को भी नहीं हो सकती कि इतनी बड़े पद पे, और दिल्ली जो दुनिया में हमारे देश की सबसे बड़ी राजधानी है, उसका मुख्यमंत्री होना, इससे बड़ी गर्व की बात नहीं हो सकती।
आपने तो उनको पार्षद से अब एमएलए से मुख्यमंत्री तक देखा है, तो कैसे देखते हैं आप उनका जो सफर?
ये बहुत का कार्यकर्ता है, काफी अच्छे कार्यकर्ती है। ये हमारे जो है जितने भी कार्यकर्ता है वो अच्छे, इनके भी और अच्छे काम करते हैं सारे। ये हम चाहेंगे कि आगे भी अच्छे काम करे और दिल्ली को आगे ले पहुंचाए आगे। ये
Rahul, I'll also show you in the visuals that BJP flags are out here, and as the time is passing, the workers, supporters of the Rekha Gupta have started pouring here. Many are her relatives, those who came here specially. I'll talk to one more of her relatives. तो क्या कहना चाहेंगे सर?
अब बनेंगे दिल्ली के पूरे सारे काम। जय श्री राम। जय श्री राम।
दिल्ली को जो कूड़ा घर बना रखा था, अब वर्ल्ड सिटी बनने जा रही है, और ये ट्रिपल इंजन का काम करने जाएगी। जब रेखा जी आ जाएंगी तो ट्रिपल इंजन का काम होने वाला है, और दिल्ली का नाम पूरी दुनिया में वर्ल्ड क्लास होने वाला है जी। ये सिटी का
काम पूरे होंगे, अब
पूरे होंगे जी।
जय श्री राम।
From these jubilant faces, Rahul, one can know how they are happy, and as you can see behind me, the flags are out. And few minutes ago, they have also busted the crackers. I am also joined by one more relative.
सबसे बड़ी खुशी की बात यह है कि आज हम काफी सालों के बाद आपदा से मुक्त हुए हैं, और हमारी रेखा जी ने जिस तरह का काम किया हुआ है, और ये हमें शुरू दिन से लग रहा था ये बहुत आगे जाएंगी, और ये हमारे शालीमार बाग के लिए इससे बड़ी खुशी की बात नहीं है।
Rahul, Rekha Gupta, who was councillor.
Stay with me. I want to go across to Piyush Mishra. He's inside the BJP headquarters speaking to the MLAs as they come out. Vijinder Gupta and Parvesh Verma were the proposers of Rekha Gupta. Let's listen to Piyush. Remember, the signal there is terrible, but let's listen to it.
सर, आपको लगता है कि दिल्ली की जनता पर होगा? बहुत चौमुखी विकास होगा, और मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में जवाहरलाल नेहरू की सरकार खूब काम करेगी। आप देख सकते हैं कैसे यहाँ पर सभी विधायक जो हैं वो मौजूद हैं, और विधायक दल की बैठक जब खत्म हुई, यहाँ पर जितने भी विधायक हैं वो अब यहाँ से जाते हुए भी नजर आ रहे हैं। कैलाश गहलोत आप देख सकते हैं खड़े हैं, अरविंदर सिंह लवली यहाँ पर खड़े हैं, और एक दूसरे को बधाई भी वो लोग दे रहे हैं। अरविंदर जी, महिला मुख्यमंत्री दिल्ली को मिली है, क्या कहेंगे?
देखिए, निश्चित रूप से महिलाओं को प्रतिनिधित्व दिया पार्टी ने, और मजबूती से बीजेपी की सरकार काम करेगी, और दिल्ली ने जो 10 साल में खोया उसको फिर दिलाने का काम भारतीय जनता पार्टी और भारतीय जनता पार्टी की हमारी विधायक दल के लीडर करेगी।
सर, आप क्या कहेंगे, कितना बड़ा ये?
बहुत शुभकामनाएं सभी दिल्ली वासियों को। चौथी महिला मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में रेखा बहन को भी बहुत शुभकामनाएं, उनके पूरे परिवार को, और आने वाले समय में दिल्ली का बहुत बढ़िया तरीके से विकास होगा।
क्या आपको लगता है इससे असर दिल्ली में हो सकता है? किस तरह से विकास आगे?
हर तरह का 360 डिग्री जो है विकास दिल्ली में आप देखने को मिलेगा।
यहाँ पर जो है विधायकों में खुशी की लहर है, और जो रेखा गुप्ता हैं उनको मुख्यमंत्री के तौर पर चुन लिया गया है, और अब धीरे धीरे करके विधायक यहाँ से जा रहे हैं, और आप जो है वो खुशी की लहर जाहिर करते हुए यहाँ पर नजर आ रहे हैं, जिसमें वो बता रहे हैं कि वो अब सरकार बनाने के लिए एलजी मुख्यालय की तरफ बढ़ेंगे। नासिर खान के साथ
She's beaming from ear to ear, as you can imagine she would. Rekha Gupta has just been announced. Let's see if we can catch that audio from Ravi Shankar Prasad making that announcement.
अनाउंस भी कर रहे हैं रविशंकर प्रसाद। कर दिया अनाउंस कर दिया। ऊपर करो भाई, ऊपर। फ्रीज यार, फ्रीज कैसे हो गया? अरे फ्रीज आ रहा है। अरे रुक जाओ सर्वर 7 नहीं है, कर फ्रीज आ रहा है। अब आ रहा है अभी रुको, अब आ रहा है। 14 सर्वर 14 मिल रहे हैं। सर्वर 14
Go across to Anmol Bali. He's with Munish. Okay, let's listen to Rekha Gupta first.
नरेंद्र यार बाइट हो रही है उधर। अरे हटो यार।
Listen to the husband of Rekha Gupta. She's speaking. Munish Gupta is speaking to one of my colleagues, Anmol. Let's try and listen in. I'll try and get you a better audio line from the BJP headquarters.
कुछ कहना चाहेंगे गुप्ता जी, क्या कहना चाहेंगे? रेखा गुप्ता दिल्ली की
तो सब कार्यकर्ता कहेंगे अब हमसे।
सफर में उनके साथ थे, उनका इतना जो कठिन सफर था आप उसमें साथ रहे, उनके क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
दिल्ली की जो सारी समस्याओं का एक तरीके से समाधान करेंगे, सारी समस्याओं का समाधान। एक इनाम रेखा गुप्ता जिंदाबाद, 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 रेखा गुप्ता जिंदाबाद, जिंदाबाद, रेखा गुप्ता 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 जिंदाबाद।
Fine MLA, 3 times councillor, Rekha Gupta is the 4th woman to be Chief Minister of New Delhi. The party that gave Delhi its first woman Chief Minister in the form of Sushma Swaraj, who resigned 9,575 days ago. To that date now, the BJP's picked another woman Chief Minister. Sheila Dikshit for 15 years, Atishi Singh for a brief period after Kejriwal stepped down. Now, the 4th woman to be Chief Minister of Delhi. She's beaming from year to year. Rekha Gupta, Parvesh Verma and Vijinder Gupta, arguably 2 of her fiercest competitors to this post, were her proposers inside the BJP MLA meeting. We're getting a plethora of reactions coming in as the BJP celebrates this day and this evening. Let's pick up some reactions as MLAs leave the BJP state office.
पेश किया और जिसको सर्वसम्मति से सभी विधायकों ने पास किया। इसकी कोई जानकारी नहीं, ऐसी कोई जानकारी नहीं। कैसे एक श्वेता जी के साथ
है और खासकर महिला मुख्यमंत्री बनाया, उदे वास्ते जोश आया कार्यकर्ता। ਅਸੀਂ मोदी जी जिंदाबाद, अमित शाह जिंदाबाद, जेपी नड्डा जी जिंदाबाद। जो हाईकमान फैसला करेगी उन्हें माना जाए, जो हाईकमान कार्यकर्ता
joins us from the BJP state office. Piyush, give our viewers a flavor and a sense of what's happening on the ground. What was the atmospherics like when it was announced that Rekha Gupta will be Delhi's new Chief Minister? Piyush.
Well, absolutely, Rahul. That's a big announcement which has been made by observer Ravi Shankar Prasad. Along with him, Rekha Gupta, Parvesh Verma and others were there. Vijendra Gupta and Parvesh Verma, they proposed the name of Rekha Gupta. And before the party's official legislature party meet, there was a different meet which was called by Alka Gujar, in which Vijendra Gupta, Parvesh Verma and others were present. I'm also trying to show you the visuals from inside the BJP headquarters, where there is a sense of celebration. People are celebrating, the workers are celebrating, MLAs are now leaving for Raj Niwas. Sir, क्या कहेंगे रेखा गुप्ता जी को अब दिल्ली का मुख्यमंत्री, अगला मुख्यमंत्री?
Okay, so I'm getting Atishi's first reaction, the last Chief Minister of Delhi. Let's listen to what she said.
रेखा गुप्ता जी चौथी महिला मुख्यमंत्री बनने जा रही हैं। शीला दीक्षित जी, सुषमा स्वराज जी मेरे बाद अब रेखा गुप्ता जी बन रही हैं। ये बहुत अच्छी बात है कि महिलाओं को राजनीति में प्रतिनिधित्व मिल रहा है, क्योंकि ये सच्चाई है कि आजादी के इतने साल बाद भी अगर आप चाहे लोकसभा में देखिए, आप देश भर की विधानसभाओं में देखिए, आप देश के मुख्यमंत्रियों में देखिए, तो आज इकलौती महिला मुख्यमंत्री पश्चिम बंगाल में ममता बनर्जी हैं। तो ये देश की महिलाओं के लिए खुशी की बात है कि रेखा गुप्ता जी मुख्यमंत्री बनी है। और मैं ये भी उम्मीद करती हूं कि जो महिलाओं को वादा भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने किया है कि वो 2500 रुपए दिल्ली की हर महिला को सम्मान राशि देंगे, और ये पहले ही कैबिनेट में पास होगी, और 8 मार्च जो महिला दिवस है उस तक दिल्ली की महिलाओं के खाते में आ जाएगा। मैं उम्मीद करती हूं कि एक महिला होने के नाते इस वादे को सबसे पहली प्राथमिकता के साथ रेखा गुप्ता जी पूरा करेंगे।
कई नाम चलाए थे कि बीजेपी का सीएम कैसे होगा, ये होगा, लेकिन जो अब नाम सामने आया, आप संतुष्ट हैं कि दिल्ली को जो मुख्यमंत्री मिल? मैं तो
देखिए, हम तो यही चाहते हैं कि जो वादे दिल्ली वालों को किए गए हैं वो वादे पूरे होने चाहिए, और मैं उम्मीद।
Rekha Gupta joins the list of the likes of Bhajan Lal Sharma, Bhupinder Bhai Patel, Mohan Charan Manjhi, who were first-term MLAs when they became Chief Minister. So, you can really get lucky very quickly if things are going your way. And apart from that, Pushkar Dhami and Yogi Adityanath were not MLAs, but they'd got prior legislative experience. So 4 out of the 14 Chief Ministers of the BJP at this time are Chief Ministers who became Chief Ministers in their first term, Rajat, first term as MLAs. So you just like coming in, you've just found a place on the team and then you're made captain.
Yeah, that is true. And some of them do have experience working in other capacities.
Of course.
But
Piyush Mishra is with Harish Khurana, the son of Madan Lal Khurana, former Chief Minister of the Delhi BJP. Let's listen to Harish Khurana.
From tomorrow, it will be started implementing it.
After Atishi as the woman chief minister, now Delhi will also have another chief minister, woman chief minister. How do you think how the development is going to catch pace?
It's a proud moment for Delhi. If you see, we have a 50% women in Delhi. So they have a representation now as a women chief minister. For sure, it's a proud moment for everybody. And from tomorrow, you will see a new era of a development in Delhi in Rekha Gupta ji.
What will be the first work done by BJP government when the cabinet meeting happens?
Tomorrow oath should happen and CM will tell all the priorities. But for sure, Modi ji guarantee will be our top priorities. Whatever Modi ji has given, a Yamuna cleaning, we have a silt of all the sewages, good drinking water, these 2,500 rupees, whatever the woman has to give it. So these things has to be implemented, and for sure, Rekha Gupta ji has proved herself as a mayor also previously. So we are pretty sure under her leadership, Delhi will rise for sure.
So Delhi will rise for sure. This is what BJP MLAs are saying, Rahul. And Harish Khurana, who is also one of the prominent faces of BJP, is also saying that from now onwards, double engine ki sarkar will work and Delhi will catch its pace as far as development is concerned.
Okay. Rekha Gupta, the new Chief Minister of Delhi, 4 out of 14 BJP CMs were made CMs in their first term as MLA. That is, Siddharth Mishra, quite remarkable that they come in their first term as MLA and straight away they're made Chief Minister. That's almost 30% of Chief Ministers being first term MLAs.
Rahul, I would not agree on the point that she's an inexperienced.
Oh, of course, I didn't make that point. Yeah, go on.
She has a career in municipal functioning. She has been an administrator there. She was chairman of the standing committee, which in a way commands more powers than the chief minister of Delhi in certain matters of development and civic governance. So she has held those positions. And I wanted to bring in one point here that, with the exception of Pravesh Verma, most of the other names which are floating in the prelim, including Rekha Gupta, they were all mentored at one point of time by Arun Jaitley. They all were from AVVP and all mentored by Arun Jaitley. And be it Ashish Sood, be it Vijender Gupta, be it Satish Upadhyay, be it Rekha Sharma. So they belong to a generation of Delhi University, which, at one point of time was said that they were denied their due. All these DUSU leaders, they were denied their due. They should have been, upfront from 2000, the beginning of the century. But they came in pretty late in the day, and good that they have had their chance now. So they all have fought DUSU elections. Fighting DUSU election is fighting across 7 parliamentary constituencies of Delhi. So that political connect is there. And she has the experience of having administered municipal corporation, and which covers as big an area as Delhi almost, excepting for the NDMC and the Delhi Kent area. So that way she has this experience of governance. And one point which I wanted to say, actually what is the charge of what is there in the bucket of the Chief Minister of Delhi? Chief Minister of Delhi's role primarily is to process development projects for Delhi, visualize development projects for Delhi, and get it processed and pursue the central government to approve them and push them ahead. And this is what precisely Sheila Dikshit did in 15 years, rather than rather than what Kejriwal was doing. He was hardly, there's don't recall of any development project.
But the big question is, you've got political heavyweights like Parvesh Verma. Prabhu, do you see that as being a problem? Relatively speaking, Parvesh Verma has more political clout, at least had till this announcement. So will the big boys of the Delhi BJP potentially be a problem for the new Delhi Chief Minister to deal with?
No, Rahul, I think current BJP leadership and the kind of ecosystem they have created, in this, there is no challenge to anybody else, because they're all winning in the name of one person. That name is Narendra Bhai Modi. So they can't challenge his authority at all. Who's ever challenging his authority? Because he has not won because he is Pravesh Verma or he is Rekha Gupta. They have won because Modi ji fought for them, and Modi ji's image is much better than anybody else. The question is that somebody was pointing out ABVP, I told you, because class of 70s, and Arun Jaitley was the product of, he was a Marxist, but he became a ABVP when I was the president. But the question is, here is the ABVP president, first ABVP president, who has become the Chief Minister of Delhi. She is important because she is a worker. But one thing is, out of the 14 Chief Ministers, Delhi has been treated as union territory, not as a full state. You can see that not even, this is the first Chief Minister in which whose selection, not its union cabinet minister was present as an observer. Because you must have seen all the selection, all the Chief Ministers which has happened last 10 years. Powerful ministers were sent. Even Brijendra Sharma was selected by Rajnath Singh as observer. So there was just kind of a Ravi Shankar Prasad who was there to present it. But Rekha Gupta has a lot of potential. And you must not forget, Dattatreya himself is a ABP worker. He was 20 years Pracharak for ABP, Sangathan Mantri of ABP before becoming a BJP. So you have the ABP hierarchy coming up in the decision-making process. So she's there because she's a woman, yes, because BJP wanted to give one woman chief minister. They had none at the moment. Therefore, Rekha Gupta has the potential right to become the chief minister. But as a chief minister, she must also be given the full power like Sheila Dikshit enjoyed. If they want to project her as the real woman power of BJP, she has to be projected as powerful chief minister as Sheila Dikshit was, or as powerful as Sushma Swaraj was. So that kind of, she was also chief minister. Now BJP tests lies how much liberty you give her in running the state of affairs of the state. That is the test of the BJP. What kind of development work she comes in, how much projection you give her, how much decision.
No, sure, those are important points. Pankaj Bora, what kind of chief minister is she likely to be? What do we know about her background in terms of her administrative acumen, and what can Delhi expect now that she's chief minister?
The thing is that, her background shows that she has a very limited administrative background, and her administrative background has been limited to, municipal corporation or to the Delhi University Students' Union. However, she is a organization person who has been picked up essentially because she also belongs to the ABVP, which is the student wing of the RSS, and therefore she will have a lot of strong connect with the BJP grassroots level workers, who also many of them come from the RSS. Having said that, Rekha Gupta has to implement the promises which have been made by the party's central leadership, whether it was Mr. Modi or whether it was Mr. Amit Shah, and she also has to rely heavily on her team members who will be selected, the other 6 ministers who will be joining her as part of
Ashish Sood
Delhi
is
cabinet.
speaking. He was one of the
will also be
names
playing a role.
that was doing the rounds in the list of those who could be chief minister. Let's listen to Ashish Sood.
48 कमल खिले हैं जगह जगह पर, उसमें से एक कमल इस लड़ाई को आगे लेके चल रहा है। आप कृपया इसको इस दृष्टि से देखिए, मोदी जी की गारंटी पूरी करने का समय है। ये समय है विकसित भारत की, विकसित दिल्ली के निर्माण का। द प्रोसेस हैज स्टार्टेड टुडे। गलत व्यक्ति से सवाल पूछ रही है, गलत व्यक्ति से सवाल पूछ रही है।
सशक्तिकरण के लिए जो उन्होंने निर्णय लिया बहुत अच्छा है, और मातृशक्ति का सम्मान हुआ है दिल्ली के अंदर, और दिल्ली अब बहुत सुंदर राजधानी बनने वाली है।
विजेंद्र गुप्ता सीएम बनने के लिए कह रहे थे, ऐसा चर्चाओं में भी था, लेकिन वो नहीं बने। क्या कॉन्फिडेंस भी रहा अंदर?
बिल्कुल कॉन्फिडेंट कोई नहीं रहा, सबने बड़े सहमति से, बल्कि विजेंद्र गुप्ता जी ने ही प्रस्ताव रखा और प्रवेश वर्मा जी ने, सतीश उपाध्याय जी ने, तीनों ने प्रस्ताव रखा और पूरे विधायक दल ने ओम की ध्वनि के साथ सबने समर्थन किया।
इसके बाद आप लोग कहाँ जाएंगे? एलजी के पास जा रहे हैं आप?
जी।
कल का कार्यक्रम कितना हिस्टोरिक रहने वाला है, क्योंकि नाम भी सामने आ चुका है, कितना हिस्टोरिक रहेगा?
बहुत हिस्टोरिक रहेगा, एक इतना सुंदर कार्यक्रम होगा, क्योंकि दिल्ली जो है वो देश की राजधानी है, इसका संदेश पूरे विश्व में पहुंच जाए, ये हम सोचते हैं।
आप पार्टी ये भी कह रही थी कि बीजेपी सीएम घोषित नहीं कर पा रही है, सीएम घोषित हो गया है, करप्शन के जो चार्जेस कांग्रेस।
Okay, we're getting the first reaction from Rekha Gupta. She's tweeted moments before now. I'll take you through what she said. मुझ पर विश्वास कर, मुख्यमंत्री पद का दायित्व सौंपने के लिए मैं सभी शीर्ष नेतृत्व का हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करती हूं। आपके इस विश्वास और समर्थन ने मुझे ऊर्जा और प्रेरणा दी है। मैं संकल्प लेती हूं कि दिल्ली के हर नागरिक के कल्याण, सशक्तिकरण और समग्र विकास के लिए पूरी ईमानदारी, निष्ठा और समर्पण से काम करूंगी। दिल्ली को नई ऊंचाइयों पर ले जाने के लिए, महत्वपूर्ण अवसर के लिए मैं पूरी तरह से प्रतिबद्ध हूं। So she's sending out a positive note. A very what does it say? It's now predictable that if somebody is front runner, he's unlikely to be chief minister. They'll find some person in the pack who is a bit of a shock choice, and they've done that now. Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan. That's the new trend.
See, that is true, and I think you yourself are carrying resumes or CVs of all the 48 BJP MLAs, primarily because even the media isn't aware that today if a new fresh name comes up, we need to know like what to talk about him or her, and I think this is where BJP has decisively brought in this new culture. It wasn't there with the old BJP. The new BJP, that organization is paramount. Cult-based politics won't carry on. This is like a full final stop on any kind of a cult that a leader would want or even attempt to build into. Gross organizational discipline is going to be an underlying feature, and this is preparation for a long haul. This is how organizations for long hauls are built, and I think what Prime Minister here is doing, how long this process is going to last, that is questionable. You can question that, but BJP has shown enough grit to stay in the game and have learned the fact that any kind of a cultish figure within the party sort of disrupts the organization's own interest. And therefore, they've consistently chosen people who can not just meet the challenge of that chair, but can also be strong messages which goes into every representational dimension.
Rekha Gupta's choice symbolizes something, but let's spend a moment on dissecting what the rejection of the others means. The likes of Parvesh Verma, was because he's a Dinesh Sahib Singh Verma's son. Could that have gone against him? Let's also spend some time talking about who didn't make the cut and why. Prabhu.
No, that's not true, because I knew Sahib Singh Verma. He was my colleague. He was the library in Bhagat Singh College, and I was the lecturer in economics at another college. He was a very good colleague. He was very active at that time. So I know his father was very aggressive. He was very aggressive in politics at that time. So is his son. So he's like his father's son, basically. And I don't think he's going to challenge anybody. because his age is on his side. He has to wait, he has to grow within the organization. If he wants to grow, that there is normally tendency to revolt. His father also revolted internally, but he never left the party. So what I see that he is going to stay, and he will play his own batting inning very well. I don't see any threat from Parameswaran, but yeah, he must be sulking because the way he was projected, the way he won, the way he was giving the seat, he was denied Lok Sabha seat and he was won there. Therefore, I would say it's not about the cult or anything else. Everybody that's become the chief minister for the first time, anybody, because that's not the new culture. Yes, BJP is making now first time MLAs most of the time, like Devendra Fadnavis, they also made it. It was a new choice at that point of time. So was the Yogi, he was not an MLA. But BJP definitely looking for a new Modi BJP, which has created now. All the chief ministers are now the personal choice of Prime Minister Modi himself. There's nobody left on the old guard there. So therefore, I would say that this is the first time after Modi Atal era, you find a Modi Shah BJP. They have created a BJP for the future. Modi himself is now 74, 73. Amit Shah is entering 70 now. He is a little younger than that. But the question is the new BJP, which takes to they are talking about 2047 as a Viksit Bharat. So they are creating that kind of, you can say that if you want to explain it, then what kind of leadership they are creating. They are creating a leadership which can take the party's commitment to Viksit Bharat of 2047. So therefore, younger leaders are coming. Most of the chief ministers are under 50 now. You can look at them, most of them. Therefore, they are clean image, most of them got. Now, Yogi has suddenly become an alternative prime minister figure. How? He has no experience. I know him for 25 years because he was the youngest MP when he was elected at that point in time. And he's the most popular figure after Modi in the country. So therefore, BJP is creating regional icons which are missing there. Rekha Gupta can become or not, that's a question to be left open at the moment. But yes, they have got Fadnavis, it's a new creation altogether. Yogi is the creation. You have got Hemanta sitting in Assam, he's a new alternative, nationwide figure they have got. Therefore, BJP in the process of creating alternative candidates who can take the national responsibility few years later. That is what is happening. Rekha Gupta is also younger. So in that, Delhi first time has got some chief minister who's likely to challenge the Congress leadership. There's no Congress leader who can become the chief minister. So BJP was faceless in Delhi for the last 25 years. There are no state-level leader after Madanlal Khurana. We didn't find any BJP leader who could carry the entire capital city of Delhi behind him or her. Hopefully, that's what I challenge before the BJP is to build a BJP leader who can replace Madanlal Khurana, Vijay Kumar Malhotra, Kanwarlal Gupta, the kinds of people who are stalwarts of the BJP. BJP needs that leader. Whether Rekha Gupta has got that spark, it depends how much liberty she gets in selecting her cabinet and whether they become the parallel centers of power or not. That is the question we have to take it.
How is that likely to play, Siddharth Mishra? The dynamic between the LG was very important in the previous scheme of things because he was constantly at loggerheads with the chief minister. First Kejriwal and to a lesser extent Atishi. But now that there is a BJP chief minister, the scope for disagreement is much lesser. They have to play in tandem, they have to play as a tag team, as part of the same mission.
You see, this LG, Mr. Saxena, is of a different genre than what his predecessors were. They were all mostly bureaucrats, retired IS officers who were driven by the what you call the rules of business. This is how the governance and rules of business. But in this case of present Lieutenant Governor, he is more driven by the the agenda of the government, the agenda of the center. So, like Mr. Kejriwal created as much trouble for his predecessor, be it Najib Jung or the one after him, but they never took to confronting him in public. Whereas in case of Mr. Saxena, they took to confronting him in public. So, Mr. Saxena will get a wish list. Mr. Saxena will get a wish list from the central government with a copy to the chief minister. And hopefully in April, when the mayor election is held in Delhi, BJP candidate will win there with a copy to the mayor election. They all will be told 3 years clean the Yamuna. And they will all have to work in tandem. And as Prabhuji was saying, I'm in much agreement with him that, what Sahab Singh faced, dissidents from Khurana, what Khurana faced, dissidents from Sahab Singh, what Sushma faced, dissidents from both Sahab Singh and Khurana, that kind of dissidence is not going to happen.
Okay, I want to give some reactions to our viewers of different voices, starting with Rekha Gupta, Delhi's new chief minister. Let's listen to what she's saying and then a quick cross-section of the reactions that we've seen since the time this announcement was made.
और आप सबके आशीर्वाद, सहयोग और समर्थन के लिए दिल की गहराई से आभार।
पार्टी विधायक दल की नेता चुनी गई है और अब हम सब मिलकर विकसित भारत की विकसित दिल्ली का निर्माण करेंगे। विकसित भारत की विकसित दिल्ली बनाएंगे।
रेखा गुप्ता को चुन लिया गया है। रेखा गुप्ता विधायक दल की नेता चुन ली गई हैं, कल शपथ लेंगी। और देखिए, नाम तो चलते हैं, मीडिया के लोग भी चलाते हैं और भी जो विधायक दल है और सबकी मन में रहता ही है, लेकिन रेखा गुप्ता का प्रस्ताव जैसे ही प्रवेश वर्मा ने किया, सतीश उपाध्याय ने और विजेंद्र गुप्ता जी ने, तो जो वातावरण था हॉल में, जिस प्रकार से सबने स्वीकार किया, उसमें मेरे तरफ से निकलेगा धन्यवाद मोदी जी, आपने बहुत अच्छे नाम का, पार्लियामेंट्री बोर्ड धन्यवाद, आपने बहुत अच्छे नाम का चयन किया।
सबको लग रहा था कि परवेश वर्मा को होगा या विजेंद्र गुप्ता होगा।
कोई बात नहीं, ये सब हमारे बड़े नेता हैं, जिसका नाम उसी का चलता है, जिसके बारे में कोई न कोई सोचता है, लेकिन जो बन गया उसको
दिल्ली में है तो रेखा गुप्ता जी की एक्सपीरियंस भी है, लगता है कि संभाल पाएंगे।
निश्चित रूप से एक एक समस्या का निवारण करेंगे।
चलो यार, ये बहुत गर्व की बात है। दिल्ली के अंदर भारतीय जनता पार्टी को जिसने वोट दिया उन सबके लिए सम्मान की बात है, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के सम्मान की बात है और दिल्ली के सम्मान की बात है।
What is the BJP's thinking behind choosing a woman chief minister?
I think it's a big moment for all of us, the entire Delhi, for BJP party and Delhi fourth female CM Delhi is going to get. I wish her all the best and I am fully confident under the leadership of Honorable PM. She is going to do wonderful work in the coming years in Delhi.
There are a lot of expectations, of course, from the BJP. So there will be a lot of expectations from Rekha Gupta to deliver as well.
I think it is absolutely right. There are a lot of expectations of Delhiites, but I am 100% sure that BJP will deliver, Rekha ji will deliver with the support and guidance of Honorable PM.
ये बहुत अच्छी बात है कि महिलाओं को राजनीति में प्रतिनिधित्व मिल रहा है। मैं रेखा गुप्ता जी को बहुत बहुत बधाई देना चाहूंगी और मैं उम्मीद करती हूं कि जो जो वादे भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने दिल्ली के लोगों को किए हैं, उन वादों को वो जरूर पूरा करेंगी। और मैं रेखा गुप्ता जी को आम आदमी पार्टी की तरफ से ये भी कहना चाहूंगी कि दिल्ली वालों के विकास के लिए उन्हें कोई भी मदद, कोई भी समर्थन आम आदमी पार्टी की तरफ से चाहिए हो तो उनको हमेशा मिलेगा, जरूर मिलेगा।
Convener Arvind Kejriwal has tweeted, I want to take you through what he says. दिल्ली की मुख्यमंत्री बनने पर रेखा गुप्ता जी को बहुत बधाई देता हूं। मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि दिल्ली की जनता को किए गए सारे वादे वो पूरे करेंगी। दिल्ली की जनता के विकास और भले के लिए हर कार्य में हम उनका सहयोग करेंगे। That's from Kejriwal, who would have obviously wanted to be chief minister, but that wasn't to be. We also have a reaction from Amit Shah. This is the first reaction from the Home Minister. Remember, Arvind Kejriwal made it very personal with the Home Minister, targeting him, blaming him for law and order. Amit Shah told me in an interview which I did with him that, you know, we will ensure that Kejriwal loses in New Delhi, which is what happened in the end. Let me take you through Amit Shah's reaction. भाजपा विधायक दल की नेता चुने जाने पर श्रीमती रेखा गुप्ता जी को हार्दिक बधाई एवं शुभकामनाएं। मुझे पूर्ण विश्वास है कि दिल्ली को दुनिया की शीर्ष राजधानी में से एक बनाने का जो संकल्प प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने लिया है, उस पर आप उस दिशा में समर्पण भाव से कार्य करेंगी। दिल्ली की माता बहनों को जिन आशाओं और अपेक्षाओं से भाजपा को आशीर्वाद दिया है, मुझे भरोसा है कि आपके नेतृत्व में भाजपा सरकार उसकी पूर्ति के लिए दिन रात कार्य करेगी। That's from Amit Shah, congratulating Rekha Gupta, who's going to be heading to the LG House in a moment from now. We'll get you all the latest as the BJP in Delhi and elsewhere celebrates the return of the BJP. The last woman from the BJP to be chief minister, the last person to be chief minister, Sushma Swaraj. On your screen now, her daughter is MP. In fact, the last three BJP chief ministers, or their children, their progeny, all in politics. One as MP, Basuri Swaraj. Madan Lal Khurana's son, Harish Khurana, is an MLA. Parvesh Verma, who is Sahib Singh Verma's son, is a former MP, now MLA. So it's an interesting juxtaposition for a party that says they have nothing to do with dynasty. That's a debate for another matter. We'll